Hi guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. I was actually looking through my old videos, and last year, or maybe it was this year, I did I've been doing vision boards the last few years, and I think I did like a reflection on it, comparing the two. I have not created my 2024 vision board, but if I do, maybe I'll make that another video. But I want to just revisit, I'm already looking at some of the pictures. Revisit the things that I feel I accomplished on my vision board for 2023 and the things that I feel like I need to work on or maybe scrap the idea and make space for a new idea that I want to add to my goals and manifestations for 2024. So we're going to get into that video. Hopefully y'all can see this. And if not, I'm going to I have it's saved in PicMonkey if anybody uses that anymore. I created this in PicMonkey, and if the camera's got this blurry, then I'll just put the photo there. But this is my 2023 vision board, and I always do a quote. If you know who Amber Scholes is, that's where I got the idea to do like digital vision boards. So I created this rather than cutting out magazines and stuff like that. I created this in PicMonkey, and then that's like how I create all of my thumbnails and stuff like that. I refuse to get Canvas for some reason. I don't know. But these are the things, as you can see. Maybe you have an idea of what my goals were for 2023. This first photo is a craft booth. I wanted it to get better at my layouts and my designs, and I feel like I did that. I definitely stepped it up, having like a register kiosk and trying to get better displays for my things, and definitely making more new unique products. So I feel like I accomplished that. And I have sometimes I have repeats of the same idea, so I have two photos manifesting like the same thing. Next photo, there's a lady laying in a field, and I feel like I didn't give myself enough time to relax. I always felt like I need to be working. So if I'm not crafting, then I'm doing yoga, vice versa, or being a mom or being a good wife. And I didn't get a chance to, this is like the reminder to smell the roses. Stop and, smell the roses or smell the flowers. And I want to make more time probably in 2024 for that. So I need to manifest a field. I don't think because I haven't gone really outdoors. Unless it was like for markets and things like that. It was always like for work purposes. This is for content. There's a person taking a photo of something, and then there's like a DSLR camera. Trying to get better at my content creation. I like content creation in the physical. So I like actually creating and using my hands, to create my crafts, rather than having to do. I feel like it's more laborious to do digital work, or I don't know. You could debate that in the comments, but I feel like it's more work to do the digital work because you're filming the content to make the craft, and then you have to do the work of putting a video together. You see what I mean? So it's like double the work, and I feel like I've kind of been slacking on that, and that's been a goal on my vision board, like for every year. So I'm really trying to push myself to get better at my content creation. This was for orders, for more online orders. This is what I'm shooting for. I'd love to have more online orders. And if you are new here, you can subscribe to confidentialgoods.com, or go to confidentialgoods.com. And I do have like a subscription, but also just subscribe to this channel. And you can see the behind the scenes of how I make like my crafts and stuff. So I'd love to have more orders in 2024, more digital orders, and seeing like my stuff just going to different states. I made a rug and I shipped it to Upper Wisconsin. If you didn't know, I'm from Wisconsin, and that was really cool. So that would be cool too, to ship a rug out of state. So I want to manifest more online orders. There's a picture of a mom and a child doing yoga, and I'd love for me and my son to do more yoga. He comes to class because we have in-person classes and Zoom classes, so he'll wake up if I'm doing like my early morning 6 a.m. privates that I do, and he'll come and just lay in my lap, and I'll still like continue to teach auditorily while he's laying in my lap. So I'd love to do more yoga with Bear. I'd love to get a second car. Now I'm torn on what I want to manifest as my second car. This is a black Honda CR-V, and I would love to get like an SUV, or I'd love to get like a work truck. And I want to get a work truck so I can travel more to craft markets and craft fairs that are like further out, and not run up miles on our personal car that we use. So I either want to get a truck or a Honda CR-V, so that's why I put that on here. I definitely feel like I ate more fruits and vegetables, especially having a toddler and cutting things up. When I'm cutting things up for him, I'd like to cut stuff up for me too, as a reminder that, you know, you should be eating snacks, not the scraps. Moms out there, if you do that. Here's like a craft space. This would be awesome to manifest. We get a bigger house, or I get a bigger like studio craft space. I love how they have all the yarn organized in this photo, and there's a huge table. I'm a fan of like just huge workspaces. So like, you know, the craft table in the living room that I use, that table makes me feel really good. Like when I'm crafting, like I can give myself time or you know, the ability to spread things out, especially with a Cricut. When I first started out with my Cricut, I had 2 desks in our second bedroom, and I had to keep pulling the Cricut forward because it has to feed the mat through, so it was always bumping the wall. But now that this is like that island that I use for my craft room is freestanding, I feel, you know, the Cricut machine can do its thing, and then I have space off to the side where I could be peeling vinyl or doing a different kind of craft, so I can be multitasking. So I love big tables. So I am manifesting a big craft space, and maybe even getting like the dream craft closet or whatever that's called. You have to look those up. They're like over $1,000. That would even be cool to even have the space. It's like a foldable dresser, or like, how do I explain this? Cabinets. The cabinets open, and then there's like a table, and then there's so many shelves to like store your craft. So like, y'all, I know you can see the mess like behind me. That's how I'm storing my stuff. So to have a bigger craft space, or to get like a dream craft closet, would be awesome in 2024. This I'm manifesting to read more, and I've been taking these children that I work with to the library more often, and I found a book that I wanted to read. It's called Why We Meditate by Daniel Goleman, and I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher this name. Tishopini Rinpoche. The Why We Meditate book. So I've been trying to read 10 pages a day. I just started this. I actually checked this book out like a while ago, and then I got a reminder on my phone. If you didn't know that, the library, or you have to check in your area, the library can send you a text message to auto renew your book. So I renewed this book from my phone, which was really cool. And now I'm like, okay, I renewed it. I need to actually open it. Like, I took the initiative. Like, this book called to me when I was at the library. It was like when you first walk in. Of course, they're gonna tempt you with some books. I'm like, I am a yoga teacher, but I want to remind myself, why do I meditate? And just seeing it from somebody else's point of view, when you do like work for so many years, it's a nice refresher to have like it explained in a different way. Like, you know, when I'm teaching, I explain it a certain way over and over, but it's a nice way, just a different perspective. So I've been reading that book, and I've been making it a goal to read 10 pages. We did not travel as much this year, and I had this as like a plan, because like the year before we went to visit family in Atlanta, and that was like the last time we traveled. It was 2022. That was last year. Oh my goodness. But this year we just stayed, or we did like road trips to you know, down south of Wisconsin, to like the malls and stuff. So I'd like to book a trip. That would be cool for 2024, but I don't know if that is realistic. Finances as a small business owner and being self-employed is always fluctuating. So that would be cool if we could plan a trip for next year, but I don't know if it's realistic. I want to put that out there, so maybe I'll put it on my 2024 vision board. Here's another, like I said, I may have some repetitive photos. A different cute little craft room I like. They had some shelves. They have a sewing. I think this is either sewing or embroidery. I do eventually want to get, I'm about to yawn. I'm filming this at night. I do want to eventually get a embroidery machine, save my hands, and if I come up with a design that I want to repeat a lot. So that would be nice to have a machine. So that's why I need to manifest a bigger craft space. What else was I gonna say? I just love Pinteresting craft spaces and seeing how other people would store their stuff. Here's another yarn stash thing, and so that gave me the idea to store my yarn how I have it now with my little cube shelf thing. But it is kind of overflowing. I need to get back into more rugs so I can start using through my yarn. I have been using the yarn for my yarn paintings, but it doesn't take nearly as much yarn as it does to make a rug. This is, I need to get these, so this is a photo of some rugs on a clothing rack, and they're using pants hooks. And those are the neighbors downstairs. And I got some pants hooks because I was making a lot of jeans this year. So check out Confidential Goods. I've made so many hand embroidered and hand painted jeans that I have posted on to my shop. And so I got some nice looking hooks because when I was doing my markets, I was using my son's little baby hooks, the hooks that come, you know, when you get like a 2-piece set and stuff. So I'm like, no, I need to get some nice looking adjustable pants hooks. But I actually want to get like the boot hooks or whatever they're called. It's like an S hook, and then it has like a single clip, so my rugs would hang kind of on an angle. And if I had them on a clothing rack and I was at a market, I'm just trying to think of it presentation wise. So I put this photo just as a visualization. I'm chopped. I don't want to go on to like a rant. So I'm trying to stick to the point. All right, 3 more photos. I'm chopped. 4 more photos. Obviously this is gas. Make sure you smoke the gas every year. I always like to put that on there. Oh, blessings unfold. That was the quote if I didn't say that yet. I was trying to allow just blessings to unfold. I was exiting from my soft era. My last vision board, I believe I put something about living in my soft era, where I was like basically a stay-at-home mom for a year. So now coming out of the soft era and just trying to get my bearings, motherhood, you know, managing business, all of that stuff. Now transitioning, blessings unfold. I really try to just allow for opportunities and things like that to happen. So I try to remain optimistic. So there's that. Another content photo, this person's like taking photos. I think they staged a product. I want to get better at staging my products. I just like taking photos of my product because I'm like, people want to see what I made. So I have not put the energy, I'll say, to add like things in the background and having subjects and stuff like that. I just like to, like if I make a hoop, I want to post a picture of the hoop and call it a day. But presentation wise, I should start to consider staging my photos maybe. I'm always working towards owning a house. I don't know if I want it in this state. I've been thinking about that heavy. That thought comes into my mind and then I get out my journal. I don't think I showed y'all my journal. I got this, I already forgot. What's the name of it? A moleskin. I got this moleskin notebook from Office Max, and I made the intention. I'm like, I'm gonna get this. I really wanted to do bullet journaling, but I have been juggling my schedule, and I'm trying to be realistic when I put my morning schedule together. I couldn't fit bullet journaling. It would take up too much of my time, and then trying to do crafting, and then trying to remember to read 10 pages a day. So that's like where I'm at. I just wouldn't have the time to do bullet journaling, but I still want to use this notebook. I tried to use it for, I flipped through this notebook, daily meal planning and stuff like that, and like a to-do list and like just reminders. I tried to get creative with how I made that to make looking at my tasks for the day more enjoyable. I keep flipping. That's just kind of how I've been, just how I am actually at this point all these years. Sometimes I'll enjoy using apps on my phone, or sometimes I want to just do old-fashioned and use like a notebook. So I like the versatility of a moleskin. It has the dots and it does not have lines, so if you want to make lines you could. If you wanted to draw in the notebook you could. So I like how those are versatile, and that's another tangent, bringing it back. But I am manifesting to own a home. I don't know if it's going to be in this state. I don't know. I don't think I've been given that path yet of just to make the steps towards that. I feel like I've been making steps towards my other goals on this vision board. The last thing, I guess, which is kind of like hidden behind here. I want to make sure I didn't miss any photos. Hidden behind here is just another like display. This is a craft booth, but they have like pegboards, and I was thinking that would be creative to display like the goodies that I make, like my hoops I can envision on there. I thought about hanging rugs for if I got a pegboard, but see, if I start getting all of these extra props to make my booth look nice, I need to get a second car, a bigger car. It has to be an SUV or it has to be a truck. So there's multiple manifestation going on, and I feel like that's why I'm always like physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted, because I am just spreading myself to all of these goals, and I'm just consecutively working on them, like or simultaneously working on them. So yeah. I have some thinking to do. I've been thinking about this for a few days to finally put my vision board together, but I will be doing that soon, and I can make a video for you guys. But if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to this channel and watch all of the behind the scene craft stuff that I make. Yeah, I've been trying to be more intentional with my posting. I feel like I've been more consistent on YouTube. I want to make that a goal to post more YouTube videos and do more shorts, and that is just going to be a push that I'm going to have to do. I need to keep reminding myself to put my camera in the room that I'm going to be in. I usually leave it in the big craft table space, but I know I do late crafting. I should just bring my camera in here just in case, so I can get that content. So I just appreciate you guys and this growing community for watching these videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.